Welcome to Extras, part of the Drag Me to the Movies podcast. My name is Joe.
I'm Ned.
And in this episode, we're going to talk about Robin Williams. And what specifically? We're going to talk about his filmography, what we liked, what we didn't, what we wish we could see more of. Really, anything's on the table for this discussion. So,
Hmm. Yeah,
Ned, you and I talked about maybe, you know, going through our list of movies that we liked him in and ones that we wish we could see him in, or we haven't seen, I should say.
yeah,
Trying to talk through that. So why don't you kick us off with one of those?
sure. I mean, I kind of have to start with Robin Williams. Like, I want to say probably the first place I ever really noticed him was Hook. Um, that was probably the first movie I saw that had him in it. I was too young to really kind of get Dead Poet Society, and also probably Good Morning Vietnam was not something my dad was going to let me watch. So,
Right.
between Hook, Fern Gully, and Aladdin, I say those three movies were probably my introduction, which it's a great start.
Yeah. Yeah. I think my introduction was Hook, Fern Gully, and Popeye.
Okay, Popeye
I
is
think
one I have not seen.
I haven't seen it in forever,
Yeah.
so I can't tell you whether you should or not. I don't remember it being great, but um
I hear
I
mixed
do remember
things,
I do remember
but
having a good time with it, but I
yeah,
don't remember it being like, anything really like fantastic.
right.
Um, but yeah, I'd say we had a similar upbringing with Robin Williams.
Yeah, nice. So yeah,
Although I guess I should add, I'm sorry,
no, go ahead.
that's from filmography. Mork and Mindy was a big thing for me
I
growing up.
didn't watch Mork and Mindy, but I do remember his appearance in Happy Days
Right,
from
as
watching
Mork.
reruns. Yeah.
So I didn't see it live, like, or not live, but like when they were coming out the episodes, it was more of a Nick at Night type thing. But
Right.
I enjoyed watching it when it was on.
Okay.
So
Very
okay.
nice. Yeah.
Continue on, sir.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna throw out Good Morning Vietnam, which is probably his oldest film that I'm most familiar with. Um, I love that movie. It's just amazing to see him come in and just be the disc jockey guy, winning people over the radio. Like his personality obviously carries over uh, all media forms. But to see him come in and just deal with that and the whole Vietnam situation and his attachment to like the different characters and how serious that film gets, it
Mhm.
shows that, the man is very talented as a comedian, but also has some serious acting chops.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely agree with you there.
yeah. Do you have any earlier exposure aside from Mork and Mindy that you want to touch on?
I mean, we kinda talked on like Ferngully, I mean, is just overall, I think a really good cartoon film and with a good message, right? That
Hmm.
I feel
Yes.
like I feel like a lot of people should have watched, and the world would be a
Yes.
little different if they would
It's
have.
it's like the Captain
Uh
America, or not Captain America, Captain Planet.
Captain Planet, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wrong captain.
Yep.
But yeah. And of course, to your point, Hook. um and it translate, and I have notes about this for other films, but um he for how you see Robin Williams in his comedy,
Mhm.
right? Like a stand up and stuff like that. He's very like unhinged, right? Um and fast and quick witted, and when I say unhinged, I mean unhinged is in like you have no idea what's coming out of his mouth next kind of thing,
He's
right?
gonna do anything he can to surprise you and get you to laugh.
Right. But when you see his acting, he sure he can summon that at when it makes sense, but he's very good at putting it aside as
Mhm.
well.
Right.
And really good at being a relatable person in a lot of the stuff he acts in. Um and yeah, he's I mean, a lot of people I know like him and stuff, but I feel like as far as like one of the greatest actors that was out there, I feel like he's up there, and
Yep.
I don't know that he gets the credit he should.
I agree. Um, I mean, I just recently watched, at this point, John Candy, I Like Me is out now on, Amazon
Okay.
Prime. I Like, his death, I don't really remember it. I loved his movies. I loved his comedy style.
Mm.
Generally a good guy, as is, Robin Williams. I don't remember his death, and I don't remember like being sad, but Robin Williams is a man that when he died, I like it hit me pretty hard. It's like that man was my
Yeah,
childhood,
same.
and like, wow, it was definitely an emotional death when, especially how everything played out.
Right. I'm looking up when John Candy died. So he was in
92 or
94.
94, yeah.
94. Farley was when? Farley was in 97. And then Robin Williams.
2015,
Yeah, so 14.
14.
So that I guess is probably a testament to the age that you were when he died too, right? Like
Yeah,
you would have been pretty
probably.
young still with Candy, still
Yes.
pretty young with Farley, right?
Yep.
Because I in hindsight, like to your point, with Candy and I add Farley to the list, like they were both
Mhm.
really good at what they did, right? At the craft that they were, put into.
Right.
But Robin Williams, we had a lot more time with him and therefore a lot more filmography of him to get to know him and love him and all that. So yeah, I agree. I agree. It definitely hit harder.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I don't know, like Dead Poet Society is one of the best films. It would definitely make my top 100 easily. Um, we've talked about that before on the podcast. I can't remember if that was one that was impacted by copyright, but it definitely is one. If we're going to be working on our website and trying to get those back up somewhere, you can at least get to them. So if you're
Right.
curious on our thoughts on deep dive on that one, you can listen to that episode. But great movie. And as you said, Fern Gully is great. Um, just the way he could deliver, even just being an animated character, which, Fern Gully kind of probably gave him some practice for Aladdin, and what he was able to do with the genie and Aladdin, it was remarkable. Like it's
Yeah.
hard to even describe. Like I
Yeah.
can't think of
I
anyone
I've
who's as animated when
right.
he's not even on the screen.
Well, I almost feel like the genie role was where he was allowed to be himself, you know? Like
Hmm.
he wasn't playing a character, he was himself in that.
Right.
Because the genie in Aladdin was so unpredictable in what he was gonna say and how he acted.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Uh if I may, you touched on Poet Society being like your favorite of his, right?
It's
I
definitely up
think
there. Yeah. I don't know if I would
I think
say
my
exact favorite.
okay, so I think one of my tops, and I also wouldn't say this is my favorite, but it's up there, is Patch Adams.
That's a very good
Um,
one.
that one is one where I think it's more of his tugging on your heartstrings acting
Mhm.
and less of the comedy. I mean, there's still good comedy in there, but um, man, that movie really had an impact on me. You know, hell, here I am raising money to help sick kids now. And did Patch Adams play a role in that? It's hard to say, but
I would
that
say
film
a
stuck
little
with me
bit,
quite a bit.
at least
So
a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. Like I can't say that Patch Adams is what inspired me to do it, but through, in my subconscious, absolutely could have. It definitely tackles uh some real deep, topics and sad happenings, but it's really well done. Really well done.
Yeah. Ugh. The next one I have
Indeed.
is
No.
Mrs. Doubtfire, which I don't know
Oh,
about you.
absolutely.
This time in my life, I was rocking Aerosmith and very excited to see that movie.
Mhm. Yeah, agreed.
So it was just
Agreed.
really cool. And it always made me like, oh, he's the cool dad that you always wanted, you know?
Right. Right. Well, he was the cool dad, but he wasn't, right? He
Right,
was,
right, right.
yeah, never there for his kids and his family. But, discovered it a little late, I guess. Although I would say it's never too late, right? He's able to turn it around.
In
But
the
yeah,
in
it's
a weird
yeah,
way,
I
but
agree.
yes.
Yeah, absolutely right. Right. Definitely not in your stereotypical way.
No.
But yeah, it's ridiculous of a film, touching on topics that were kind of probably taboo at the time with cross dressing and stuff
Mhm.
like that, but handles it
Right.
just fine. Um, yeah, it's a fun ride.
Yep. All right. Do you have any others that you want to talk about there?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like one of my favorites
Sure.
in that regard. So yeah, so let me look through my list here and tell you what I would think. So one other one I think that I would add, and I don't know, again, I wouldn't say this is like a favorite, but again, just from my childhood and kind of the impact it had is Flubber.
Mm.
I thought Flubber was ridiculous.
It.
Um
I don't. I saw it. Don't remember a lot of it. I remember it being kind of fun. That's about it.
yeah, he's plays more of a goofy professor type in
Mm-hmm.
this. And they definitely it's been a while for me as well since I've seen it, but I just remember it being a real wacky, fun type 90s comedy, not it has that 90s kids feel, you know what I mean? Like everything's crazy and uh you take reality and you stretch it, and it's just I think it just fit in the timing for me really well. And again, this is more of a goofy Robin Williams than it is like a mix of serious and goofy.
Mm-hmm.
But I really liked it. Although, in hindsight, too, if I may double up on this, Ned, there is one other one that I forgot to talk about,
Sure.
and I actually forgot to put it on my list until I just looked up a list of his movies again. Is Jack? Oh my
Oh,
God, do I love
okay.
Jack? Oh my
Yeah.
God, I forgot all about that until I just saw that. Oh, the idea of him playing a kid is
Mm-hmm.
fantastic because
Yeah.
he's basically an adult child.
Yep.
Um, and he does such a good job at being that innocent kid and yet abusing his I guess powers, although it's medically induced ability to be an adult, right?
Right.
To get the kids into situations they probably wouldn't be in otherwise. um, but it's a good story of acceptance and understanding, and it's just overall a really fun movie as well.
Nice. Yeah, I think I would probably have to put Poet Society in my top three. Um, if I look closer, I think I
Mm.
would also include. Let's see. I think Goodwill Hunting has to be up there. Thinking that might be number two, and then another one that I don't know. It ended up speaking to me a little bit more, and it's definitely a different style movie. It's called World's Greatest Dad. Did you ever see that one?
I have. It's been forever since I've seen it, but I do remember seeing it.
Yeah. So his son kind of has a accident and dies, and he uses that as kind of like an opportunity to share the stories and things. Where he had written his son's suicide note that inspired a lot of people and things, and yeah, it's pretty good. I definitely recommend people check it out if you haven't.
Okay.
So, but yeah, circling back to kind of like some earlier ones, Jumanji. I loved Jumanji.
Yeah, that's fair. Jumanji was one that I honestly don't know that I've seen the whole way through.
What?
Um, that was one where I think I've seen mostly like, oh, it was on TBS and I watched part of it, or it was
So
on
you're
in the
saying we need to
background.
watch it?
We could
Is that
probably
what I'm
watch
hearing?
that. Yeah.
You need to add to
Yeah,
the
I think we
list.
could
Okay.
add to the list. There's going to be a lot here that we're going to add to the list. So I hope you have our form up. Uh,
I can. Yeah.
yeah, you probably should, because you could add that and Goodwill Hunting to that.
You haven't. Oh, that I think we had that. Oh man. Okay. Go next.
You want me to go down the line of things I haven't seen, or
No, just
what?
whatever you have next.
Oh, whatever I have next. Okay. So, what I was going to go to next is movies that I haven't seen, that I'm interested in.
Okay.
So I've seen clips again. We talked about this multiple times before, but like on my
Your TikTok's fucked up.
YouTube shorts and my TikToks, I get a lot of movie clips.
Right.
And one that I've gotten quite a few of recently is Bicentennial Man.
Okay.
I've not seen that movie, but it interests me. It intrigues me.
Yeah.
It seems that the premise is a robot is given lifelike skin and is able to kind of merge in with humans, and how that goes is what I'm getting from it. And I think it's a cool premise, and um yeah, I'm interested in it.
Okay.
One that I haven't seen in forever that I would like to revisit. I don't know if you've seen it, but Toys.
I have.
I
It's a
remember
fun one.
seeing it on TV quite often, and watching parts of it, but never really watching the whole thing. So I'd kind of
Okay.
like to watch that at some point. I have seen this, but I don't remember anything about it. Is 1 Hour Photo.
Oh my, that. Oh.
Um, Good or bad?
I enjoyed that one. It's definitely kind of more of a um, maybe thriller type film.
Okay,
It's one of the few movies that I've seen him do um, that's a bit darker.
okay. Yeah, I remember it being something like special, but I just don't remember anything about it
Okay. Yeah.
other than that. And I remember the way he looks too.
Yeah. He's
With
essentially,
like the short white hair and stuff like that, or
back in the
blonde hair, I should
day
say.
when you actually used film in your camera, you would have to take it somewhere to be
Right.
developed. He's a guy that develops it, and he gets very attached to a family, uh, and he discovers things through that process. And yeah, it's good.
Okay. Yeah, it's starting to ring a bell there.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Those are the ones that I kind of really wanted to revisit.
Okay. So, uh, have you seen The Birdcage?
I've seen parts of it. Um, I haven't seen, or maybe I have seen it all. And it's been that long, but that's another one where I think it's been on like TV in the background when I was a kid.
Okay.
So I would revisit that. Absolutely.
All right. I'll add that. There's another one that I remember watching when I was younger, Father's Day.
Okay.
It's pretty
That
much
that one doesn't
where
ring a bell.
a woman, she tries to kind of con two old boyfriends to kind of convince them to say that the kid is theirs and have them help find her son who's run away and is following a band.
Okay.
Um, so it's a fun one. It's Billy Crystal and Ron Williams working together. Um, I remember it being pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Let's see. I still can't believe you haven't seen Good Will Hunting, man. We gotta definitely fix that one.
Heh.
What Dreams May Come.
I've not seen that.
Are you familiar with it at all?
No.
So that one, if I remember correctly, his wife killed herself. And then he's kind of going through a lot of things with life and ends up dying himself and has like a kind of like afterlife type thing going on.
Mhm.
I just remember being like a little sad, but also like just well executed. Um, Cuba Gooding Jr.'s in it. You
I
remember
mean, I'm
anything about
down.
this? Okay.
I don't. I don't, but I'm down to watch it.
Another one that I absolutely love. This one I feel like it might be a little polarizing for people, but Death to Smoochie. Have you
I don't know
ever?
anything about that.
Oh my god! All right, so
I've heard the name, but I
uh,
don't I don't I don't know
I'm
anything
just gonna
about it.
describe it. Um, Robin Williams. He is, one of those kids daytime shows like Barney and stuff like that.
Okay.
So his character is Rainbow Randolph, and he, you know, with like the hidden agendas of people trying to make money and, you know, kids getting onto the show, he takes bribes to let certain kids get pulled up onto the stage and stuff like that. Well, he ends up
Okay.
getting caught and being replaced by a character named Smoochie. And that is Edward Norton playing that character. And
Okay.
it's just this whole back and forth between those two and him feeling like he's in his position and Edward Norton is like kind of a clean cut guy in the movie and he's trying to fight the corruption in a way and do things legitimately. And it's just a back and forth. It's got a lot of great people in it. It's directed by Danny DeVito. It's just a fun one for me. I love going back and watching that one.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
Yeah. I think you would get a kick out of it for sure. Okay. Another one that is a Christopher Nolan film, Insomnia.
Yeah, I've not seen that.
So that is Robin Williams and Al Pacino. Also Hilary Swank's in there too. She's a girl. They have them up, I think it's somewhere north. I can't remember if it's Alaska or somewhere like that, but there's a murder and Al Pacino plays a detective trying to track down the murderer. And Robin Williams is the suspect. So kind of has a lot of things play out from there, and Al Pacino like being up north where the sun doesn't always set appropriately and stuff like that, he starts to develop insomnia. Um, it kind of plays off that stuff a little bit.
Okay.
It's not a funny one for sure. So it's more of a drama mystery type movie.
Okay.
But yeah. Um, and I think, there's just so many other ones that I could probably hit on here. I just I mean, The Final Cut, are you familiar with that one?
No.
So that one is kind of another one that's a little bit more of a drama. Um, it's the idea of when people are born, they have the option to get an implant, and that implant records their entire life. And Robin Williams plays a character, I think they're called splicers or cutters or something along the lines of editing, where they'll take all that video that was recorded for someone's life and take clips and put them together for like a for memory type thing.
Okay.
And he ends up with a client who has seen some stuff. So people are trying to get at him uh, to recover this footage, and it's got this whole twist and thing going on. It's a lot of fun for like a kind of futuristic sci-fi thing.
Okay. Very cool.
Sound interesting?
It does. Yeah, it does.
I had fun with that one. There's other things like robots. That's a fun one if you haven't seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's been a while, but yeah, I've seen that.
RV.
I've seen that one, but it's also again been a while.
Yep. Happy Feet, Night at the Museum,
Yep.
License to
Yep.
Wed. All these
I've
are
not seen
movies
that
that
one.
are I definitely recommend checking out at least once to kind of see if you like it. But I remember having fun with all of them in a little bit of way. But yeah, in general, I think that kind of calls out Popeye is one I haven't seen, and then The World According to Garp, I think is an older film of his that I have not seen.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
I've
not
heard
familiar
good
with
things
that.
about it, but I've just never made time to see it. And then I think another one is The Fisher King.
Yeah, I don't know that one either.
Yeah, so I'll probably look to add those to the list because I haven't seen them. Um, but yeah, and then I don't know, have you ever exposed or been exposed to his stand-up stuff?
Yes, his live on
Broadway?
was it live on Broadway is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
My
That
friends and I still quote that.
same. Same. Yeah. That
So
that
good.
is definitely one of my favorite stand-ups. Around the time it came out too, I think it was like gosh, college years? Pretty sure.
I think it was. I think it was. I'm
Yeah.
looking here now to see if I can find it. But yeah, I had a blast with that.
2002, right as I was graduating high school. Robin Williams was live on Broadway.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about the dude. He's super entertaining. I also hear like a lot of good positive things outside of like what you see on film. Like he did a lot of charity things and stuff for the military and shows. And I know he has been accused of stealing jokes, which, I can't really speak at that. I've heard it's true. Don't know who or what. I mean, obviously, things not being as easily accessible back then, probably pretty easy to steal one's material and make it your own or put a spin on
Right.
it. But
Mm,
man, uh, gosh, this is a man I miss. I would love to see things that bring him back.
agreed. Agreed. And something we didn't add is that he was an avid Nintendo player.
That is true. Yeah, he played games.
Yeah. Named his daughter Zelda.
That is also true, and she's been making movies as a
Yep.
director. So
Absolutely.
yeah, but yeah, this was a fun little trip. I enjoyed doing this for
Yeah.
Robin.
Yeah. This is one of your recommendations, so I appreciate the thought behind it. This is a
Yeah,
fun one.
I'd be open to
I
talking
like it.
about anybody that you would like to go back and reminisce about as well. But Robin
Yeah, I
Williams is the first one for us.
yep. I think as we move through as well, like our next film coming up, with Michael Douglas.
Mhm.
I'd like to do that sometime too. Go through his filmography and just see what's out there that I haven't seen.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
so yeah, it'd be a good time. Or we can keep it to in memorandum too, whatever, however we want to do this. But really, what it comes down to, partially as well, is what do you guys think, listeners? What do you, viewers? What are your thoughts? What movie out of what we talked about with Robin Williams should be watched next? You
Yeah,
know,
let us
if you
know.
want, if you heard us say one of them and you're like, this needs to be the next one, let us know on our socials. Let us know on YouTube. Speaking of which, if you want to let us know on our socials, you can find us on Threads and Facebook at the movies or to the movies pod. Oh my God, at
There you
to the
go.
movies pod, right? Or you can find us on YouTube at the movies pod. I'll get it right one of these times.
One of these times.
Um, but yeah, I mean, absolutely, we want to interact with you guys as much as we can. So, if you have any feedback or any movie suggestions, even not related to Robin Williams, let us know there.
Yeah.
We
Have
keep
you
an eye
seen
on it.
anything good
So,
lately? Let us know.
have I seen anything good lately? Yeah. No, you're not. When you want to ask me, you're asking
I
the
was
viewers.
asking the audience, but if you have something you
I
want to call
know.
out, do it.
I don't
I
know
think
that
I
I
might
have.
try to do that more.
I did go back and watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 and 2
Oh,
over
nice.
the last week. So
Very
I went
nice.
and revisited those. They were a good time. Definitely enjoyed
You
one more
didn't
than
go
I
to
did
the third
2.
one, huh?
I did, and I didn't get there. I ran out of time, but I will though. I'll get there. I'll get there.
Yeah, and
Um,
then I just want to call out something real quick. There's a new movie that got dropped on YouTube. It's a fan film, but it's called Halloween Aftermath, and it is a Michael Myers movie. It takes place between Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. Um, I recommend checking it out. It's a fan film, but it's literally a full featured length film. 2 hours and 10 minutes, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I definitely
Holy shit!
encourage you to check it out. I didn't think it was bad. It's
Is it approved?
I don't know if it has official licensing as a fan film. I didn't look into those details per se, but like it looks like a legit movie. Um,
Yeah, that's impressive.
yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, be sure to check that
Cool.
out as well.
Mm. Yeah. Well, Ned, I guess that'll wrap this up. Stay tuned for next episode where we watch and talk about Falling Down.
Ooh,
And until
yes.
then, have a good one. And I guess I should mention too. Uh Never mind. Halloween has gone and passed at this point. Never
Yes.
mind.
Yep.
We're
It
late on
sure
that.
has.
So happy belated Halloween and almost Thanksgiving. Hooray!
Yay! All right.
Goodbye,
Bye, everybody.
everybody.